Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Romero Cards. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Today is the first time I'm recording this type of video. It's going to be, you're going to see my face a little bit, and then I'm going to be looking down on the desk, all that great stuff. I'm still learning how to use this technology because I'm old and I need to practice, but this is my first time, so forgive me if it's all jacked up. But anyway, today I am here because Picket Fence Studios has a new product coming out, and it's going to be exclusive to scrapbook.com starting on March 7th. And then a couple weeks later, they'll start selling it on their own website, but it will go to scrapbook.com first, and you'll see the links below for everything. But anyway, Picket Fence Studio sent over this product to me. It's called a Paper Pouncer. And what is a Paper Pouncer? Well, you're about to find out because I'm about to show you how to use it, what they look like, first impressions. We're going to dip it in some inks and smear and all that great stuff. So without further ado, I am going to switch cameras here. This might look a little weird, but here we go. There we go. Bam. Check that out. So you guys, the Paper Pouncers, they are a new product by Picket Fence Studios, and it's a new product to apply ink to various types of items. Today, we're going to be doing some intricate dies to see how this works. So first, let me go ahead and pull the product out. Are you guys ready? Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. It's all pretty and rainbow. We love it. So these are basically sponge applicators that you can put ink on and then put it on some whatever you're trying to add ink to. So instead of maybe using like a blending brush, you would use this product instead. So we'll go ahead and open them. We'll talk about it, see how they feel, what they look like, and then next, we'll move on to using them and see how we like it, and then if I would recommend them or not. So they do come in various colors, as you can see here. We'll take them all out. And they're color-coded because it's meant to, you're meant to use the color that is on the outside of the case. Let's see, we got the purple and the blue one here. All right. So here we go. Let's get these in rainbow order. Roy, G, Biv, and then we'll go from here. Ooh, look how pretty this looks already. Love it. Ooh, I got to make sure I stay in frame, you guys. So anyway, yeah, let's just open this pink one up here. They come with their own little case. Oh, they're super cute. It looks like a nail polish bottle. So what do we have here? We have the lid and the bottom of the lid. Something to store it in. It's pretty nice. Let me bring this up to you guys so you can see. And then they kind of just like pop in there and just, that's it. So the applicator, as you can see, it's like this little spongy situation. I like how it feels. It's very bouncy. It's smooth. It's soft. And the idea is that you would take this, pounce it in your ink, and then pounce it like on what you're trying to add ink to. So these do come in a pack of 9, which is this rainbow color, and they do have some neutrals that are black, brown, and gray, because we do use those every now and then. These are meant to be used with water-based inks or watercolors, and to clean it off, you just wipe it off with a damp cloth or tap it out. And of course, they come with the holder because it's easier to store and you know what colors or what you have. So if you watch my Instagram, you guys may know that I've worked with these two new dies from memory box here, so I so happen to have these cut out already. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do some paper pouncing on this, or ink bouncing, or whatever we're going to call that term today. And I do have a bunch of these cut out different because I was playing around. Let's see, we have there. All right. And then let me get my little mat here so we don't get ink on the self-cutting mat. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to use some distress oxides to do this one, and we're going to mix it up. I do have some other ink dyes that we'll be using, but I usually go with oxides when I'm working with inks. Not for sure why, but anywho. So we have one lipstick here, so we're going to use the pink one. And basically the idea is to take this, dip, 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 pounce, 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 and then pounce, 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 pounce. So we're going to see how well this works. Pounce, 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 pounce. Am I the only one that's thinking that? All right. So let's see how this works. Oh. Okay. Okay. So the first thing I already love about this, and let me switch my camera here. The first thing I already love about this is the gradient that you get without having to do like ink blending. You know how so when you're ink blending, you kind of want something to fade off into the background. Like, you know, you don't want the whole stencil to show on your card front, but you want just it kind of fade out. So this, let me switch back over to the screen here, actually did that without even really having to think about it, because let me pull this up. If you can see, it kind of already does the gradient down. So I do like that already. And I have to say, I was actually surprised because I didn't think that much ink was on this. But then when I went to go put it on, like there's plenty of ink on this little sponge to apply ink. And, you know, this is, this kind of thing is the proper, like, piece that you want to use this on, because it's intricate. You wouldn't want to use a brush on this, because if you went to go use a brush, it may break this because it's so intricate. So that's why this tool is around, because, you know, you can apply ink to something delicate without it being like ripping up your item, because, you know, you work hard to cut this out, you don't want to rip it and then have to start all over, right? So excuse me guys, I'm having a little situation here. So I do really like this if we're just inking just an item. I'm highly impressed with that. So there we go. Let me bring it up closer to you guys so you can see. All right. So the next thing I want to do is bring in another color, and we're going to see how we can pounce together to see if we can do some ink blending situations. So I have one lipstick, I have Squeeze Illuminate here. What my experiment is to try the pouncers. We're going to try doing a little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow, and see if we can get a good orange that will come between that. So let's do one lipstick first. That's my iPad going off, you guys. All right, so we got a little bit of pink there. Now let's bring in Squeezed Lemonade. And we'll pounce it. We are getting a good coral between there, which is nice. Let's go back to more lipstick. And you guys, if you're not new here, then you know that when you're doing ink blending, you have to go back and forth between colors, right? So you can't just go with one layer. You have to go back and forth. So this seems to be working really well right now. Let's do a little more yellow. And then we will end it with warm lipstick. And this isn't something where you're going to lay down like full on color right away, I don't think. We will work on some other inks here to see how it works, but you know, this is going to be like light application of the ink. It's not going to be like full saturated, I don't think. Maybe, you know, it may be different once we get to the other inks, but right now with the Distressed Oxide, it's pretty light. That is beautiful. I love it. Wow, really pretty. All right, so we have the yellow. You know what? I want to wipe this off. I want to see how well it does with cleaning off. So let me get a towel. Let me just clean this off. And then it says you could just wipe it off. So we're just going to spray some water on the towel here. And then we're just going to see how this comes off. All right, well, it looks like it still stays stained, but let's see if there's still ink on here. Maybe be better to do it this way. Maybe just all right, so it's still yellow, but let's just get a piece of scrap paper here. All right, so there's still a little yellow on it, but it's not like horrible. Actually, if you just scrape it across, nothing really is coming off. I mean, it's very light, so I guess it does clean pretty well. So that is nice. Let me bring this back up again. It did a nice blend. Very pretty. And then let's put these guys away. And let's just do some other colors. We're kind of just playing around today to see how this works. Here we have Weathered Wood and Uncharted Mariner. I haven't used Uncharted Mariner before, so this is going to be new. And I think we'll do another feather. So with this, both of these, well, one's a grayish, and one's blue. So I guess we'll just use the blue on this because the blue is the darkest color. Like I said, there is a neutral pack of black, brown, and gray. So I think what might be nice, and I don't know if they'll do this, but I think it would be good to maybe sell these individually, especially like grays, maybe. So you can have different versions of gray because, you know, gray comes in warm colors, cool colors. So you may want, you know, one of those colors just to be assigned to one pouncer, right? So Another thing I just thought, and I'm going to use, instead of just using the handle like this, I'm actually going to grab it like this and go that way. I think maybe there might be more control. So, all right, let's do the gray first, or the weathered wood. Ooh, yes. I love this color already. Ooh, pretty. We're going to do like a half-half situation of where it's going to be half this weathered wood and half Uncharted Mariner. Actually, this looks like pretty like this. Just the gray on top, and it's like kind of doing a gradient down to the center or down to the bottom. That's pretty nice. All right. And you know what? We'll just clean this off. Oh, it cleaned off pretty well. And then we'll do the Uncharted Mariner, which this is a new color to me. I haven't used it before. Ooh, pretty. Let's see how this goes. All right. I like this color. And I just want to wipe this off. Actually, it seems like the color doesn't really go into the sponge. It kind of just comes off, which is interesting. Because now I can go back to the weathered wood and come back down. Let's just go back here. I'm a fan. I think that's really pretty. I like that. All right, so we did the oxides. Now we are going to move over to some other ink pads. Let's see what we have here. We're going to be using some Concord of 9th dye inks. And we're kind of going to do, oh shoot, I was going to use one of the feathers for the rainbow, but now we will have to compromise somehow. I guess I could cut out another, let me cut out another feather, because I want to do a rainbow effect on the feather. 1 second, you guys. So far, I really like this Paper Pouncer thing. It's actually pretty good. I actually like it. I do like the radiant effect on it so far. Like when you go to do the blending part, I really like that it kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I like how simple it is just to kind of get a gradient. All right, so let's get this cut out. And then we will use the Concord and 9th inks to see how well they actually go onto the paper as well. Let's get this cut out. Sorry if this is loud. As you can see, my name is not Mike. I just really like this shirt. I got it at a thrift store, and I just had to have it. It was like $4. I'm like, yeah, I could be Mike for $4. Who cares? Let's run this through one more time. This die is pretty delicate, so sometimes you have to run it through a couple times to get it cut all the way through. It's just how it is. And this tool is also, like, I don't know if you can see this, but it's not like a regular sponge. It has, like, I don't know what it is, but it's just really bouncy and it feels good. Like, I don't know. Am I weird? Texture's a big thing for me, you guys. There's a few things in this craft room that I hate touching. One of those is embossing powder. I hate the feeling of embossing powder, and if it gets on my desk, like, I die. Like, I can't do it. All right, so let's change the camera. We'll go back down to the camera. And oh my God, my husband is in the kitchen. I hope you guys will not be able to hear that. Hopefully I can edit all that noise out. So we're going to properly take out this die cut. How we do? We just slam it down until it comes out. You know, that's how professional we are here at Bromero Cards. Let's see. This is a pretty delicate die, so some pieces get stuck and you have to remove it. And on this one, we are going to be using the Concord and 9th inks to try to come up with a rainbow effect on this die cut. Let's see here. All right, so we have the die cut. Let's try a rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Not a singer, that's okay. All right, let's do it. We got cranberry. You guys, like, look at this. Like, barely any ink on this, but it's totally putting it down on the paper. That's so interesting to me. Like, all right, so we have the red. Now we are going to do cranberry. Now we'll do buttercup. All right, so a little bit of the red did transfer to this, mainly because I probably should have moved this. It picked up the red from the matte. So that might be something you want to keep an eye out on when you're doing this, is to not let that happen if you want to keep these, like, colors, you know. They do wipe off, so we'll go from there. Actually, let's go down a little bit more in the buttercup. And then we're going to do Oceanside. And that, I think we'll use maybe this blue color here. It's kind of a greenish blue, so I don't know which one to use, but we're going to go with this one. Ooh, made a pretty green though. I do find that holding it like this gets a little bit more ink coverage than holding it like this. I think this way it doesn't pounce as much, but if you use your fingers like this and pounce down, you get more coverage. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but again, it is a very light blending, but it's pretty. So, all right, and then we will put on the eggplant. Use the purple. See, not a lot of ink, as you can see, but when you go to, it's like amazing. Like, wow, okay. All right. So here's the final result. I really like it. I think it's very pretty. It works very well. Again, you're not using a brush to go back and forth because that would cause so much issues with this delicate die cut. Let's put this up against a black piece of paper so that maybe you could see it. Oh, I'm going to make this into a card. I already know what I'm going to do. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Wow. Very nice. It's awesome. So here we go. The final result. What do I think about this tool and about this product? I like it, actually. I like that it applies ink lightly, and you can kind of control it by how hard you press down the sponge. But I also love that it does like a gradient on its own, kind of. So if you're just doing like one color, well, I didn't keep just one because I covered this whole butterfly. But let me just pull this purple one out real quick, and I'll show you. It kind of does like a radiant effect on its own because let me switch the camera. Here we go. See how it's like fading down, and it kind of does it on its own because as you're pressing down, the sides of the brush spread out. So it kind of does it on its own, which is nice. I don't know if you can really tell, maybe here. But I do love that. I do love that they have their own little storage cases. Now, my thing is I don't have a lot of room left in this craft room, so I don't know how, these are going to have to go across something. I mean, I guess I could keep them in the little package that they have and keep them stacked up. I could do that. But then I'd have to open up the package every time, so I'm not for sure. But I have to say that I would totally buy these on my own if Picket Fence Studios did not give them to me to try out. They also told me that I didn't have to do anything with them. They just wanted me to play with them, tell them what I thought of it. Didn't have to do a video, did not have to do a project. I didn't have to do anything, but I did it. And I do have to say why I did, we played with this together. You guys saw it hasn't wasn't used, so I did everything live on the camera here. And I'll probably just keep this whole video intact. I probably won't do any editing, mainly because I still need to learn how to use the programs to do that. But secondly, I want you guys to see that, that I did do the project, or that I did use it, and that I showed you everything. I don't know if there's really any negatives other than maybe the space that it takes up in the craft room. But, they're easy to clean. They do have their own storage case, even though I don't know if I have room to set them all out like on a shelf like that. But, yeah, I would totally do that. I'll probably buy the neutrals because I'll need that because I use a lot of grays. And it would be nice to be able to ink blend with black on some of these items. And yeah, I just want to show you the other two colors here because they were really pretty too. These are the other the other feathers I did. And I only did like 2 butterflies, but love that. So anyway, you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing lives using this whole setup, so I hope that you'll join me while doing that. Thank you so much to Picket Fence Studios for sending this out to me and letting me try your new product. I really appreciate it. And also remember that it will be exclusive to scrapbook.com when they first come out on March 7th. So make sure you click the link down below to get to the item so that you can make your order. And that also lets them know that I sent you over there. It is an affiliate link, so they'll know that you're connected to me, that you watched this video. And, you know, if you purchase something, I get a little, you know, a small percentage of the sale at no cost to you. So I want to thank you guys very much for using that link or any of the links that I ever have in my videos. And so, yeah, this is it. I'm excited to see how this video comes out, actually. And you guys let me down know in the comments if you have any questions regarding it, and then maybe I could do a follow-up video with some of the questions. Also, maybe give me some ideas of what kind of lives you would like to have. You know, I am new to the live thing over here on YouTube. So if there's anything that you guys would like to see, let me know, and I'll try to work on it for you. So you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.